Hello, and in this video I'm going to look at the part 1 topic of teachers. When you were at school, did you have a favourite teacher? Yes, I did actually. It was my German teacher, and he was my favourite because he was passionate about his subject, and his passion inspired me to learn. Would you like to be a teacher? Oh, no, absolutely not. I don't have what it takes to be a teacher. You need patience, and I'm not that patient, so I think I would struggle to remain calm and not get annoyed by the students when they are not paying attention or are messing about. What kind of teachers do you like? I prefer teachers who are not too strict, but also not too easygoing or laid back. They need to be interested in what they teach and teach it in a way that is educational, but also entertaining. That can be hard with subjects such as maths, but it is possible. Do you think teachers should get angry at students or not? No, not at all. Oh, mind you, if a student is bullying another student, then this is totally unacceptable, but they still need to deal with the bully in a calm way. Can you describe a teacher from high school? My English teacher was a memorable teacher because he was an overweight, jolly man who loved telling stories. He would tell us all about when he was studying in high school, and his stories were hilarious. What's the difference between young and old teachers? Well, it is easy to stereotype here and say that older teachers are more experienced and younger teachers are more energetic and their lessons are livelier. However, that is not always the case, and it is wrong to compare them in this way. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the language in this topic. I doubt you would get asked all 6 questions, but you might get asked 2 or 3 from this topic. So in an answer, when it's a did you can always say yes I did actually, instead of just saying yes and starting your answer, yes I did actually, and it's a much stronger way of starting. And here we've got the word passionate about and passion, so showing flexibility in your use of language, and that's what IELTS examiners like, that not only do you know one word but you know other related words. So he was passionate about and his passion. Similarly, they've used favourite as an adjective, and here I'm using it as a noun, my favourite. Another example of starting your answer strongly and avoiding just simple yes or no. Oh no, absolutely not. I don't have what it takes to be a teacher. This means I don't have the skills required, and you could use it in other answers, part 2, part 1, part 3. I don't have what it takes to be an actor, or my father doesn't have what it takes to be a leader, those kind of things, meaning he doesn't have the skills required. Here's another example of using words from the same word family. So patience is the noun and patient is the adjective. Struggle, very useful verb. I would struggle to remain calm, and it means I would find it hard. Not paying attention, if you're talking about teachers or school, you need to pay attention. This is a collocation. To mess about, this is what children like doing in classes, and here's an example of it. So not paying attention and messing about, so being silly and fighting with other students. Nothing too serious, but kind of messing about, messing around just means not paying attention and doing other things. So for this topic, it's important to have some adjectives to describe teachers. We've already had patient. Here, strict, so someone who is not allowing any messing about or any bad behaviour is strict. The opposite of that is easygoing or laid back. These words are very similar in meaning, and this comes from to lie back. If you imagine somebody is so relaxed and calm, we can describe them as laid back. So they're very easygoing, very calm, they don't easily get upset by things. Very useful adjectives for describing people generally, so use them for other topics. Of course, educational is important for this topic, and entertaining, another way of saying amusing. Another example of giving a strong starting answer. No, not at all, instead of just going no. Oh, mind you, I have a separate video on mind you which you may have watched, and it's like saying having said that though. That's another good way of saying it. Mind you is much more idiomatic and much less commonly used by IELTS candidates, so very impressive if you can use it. If a student is bullying another student, this is to bully. So there's the verb to bully and there is the noun the bully. So very useful for this topic. It is totally unacceptable. Very useful for IELTS writing, task 2. Just not good. It's not acceptable. Totally unacceptable. Memorable, an adjective that's very useful for many topics. You remember it. Overweight jolly man. We often describe people who, particularly men who are a little bit fat, as being jolly, and it's when they're very happy and smiley even though they are overweight. He would tell us all about, and this is another way of saying he used to tell us all about, when he was studying in high school. This is not true, I didn't have this teacher, I just want to use past continuous. Remember, it's not a test of truth, it's a test of language, so get past continuous in there. When he was studying in high school, and his stories were hilarious. Hilarious means really, really funny. Well, it's easy to stereotype. This is a very useful verb, and if you stereotype, it's a widely held but fixed, oversimplified image or idea about a typical person or thing. So it's like saying all English people are punctual. It's a stereotype and it's not necessarily true. The stereotype of the woman as the housewife and the man as the wage earner. So I'm saying you can't say that young teachers are this and old teachers are this. So you might argue I haven't actually answered the question, but I've used great language, because I'm saying you can't say that young teachers are one thing and old teachers are another, and that this stereotype, it's also a noun, that older teachers are more experienced and younger teachers are more energetic, so full of energy, and their lessons are lively. It's wrong. I'm saying, however, that is not always the case. That is not always true. Now, you might want to say, young teachers are lively and energetic and old teachers are experienced. That's fine, but by saying it this way, I'm able to use this verb to stereotype. So some useful language in this topic, one of the easier part 1 topics, but because they're easy, you often forget to get the complex language in. So remember to use words like strict, patient, energetic, lively, laid back, easygoing. These are all useful adjectives for describing teachers. And you can say somebody was patient, he was not strict, so you can use them all by using negatives as well. Hope you found this lesson useful and thank you for watching.